Hello everyone, we are the Couple Coach. I'm Coach Sean.
And I'm Coach Dean.
And we are certified life coach from the Life Coach Training Institute from Dallas, Texas, USA. And we are part of Life Coach Philippines. And welcome to
Time Out.
Time Out, where we stop and talk about the hurly-burlies of couple relationship, yung mga yung mga noisy and busyness of couple relationships. Our advocacy is connecting disconnected families, and we help couples have an energetic and engaging relationship that is full of respect, trust, peace, love, and joy. Yun, madami po yun. And I think that's something na medyo nakukulangan na sa mga panahon ngayon, especially yung trust. Yan. And today, we will talk about anong pag-uusapan natin kayong Coach Team? Dealing with
your in-laws. This is actually a common problem ng mag-asawa. How do you deal with your in-laws sa side ng guy at yung guy naman sa side ng girl? Kasi at the end of the day, I think I've posted it today that Sunday is usually family time, and this is also the time wherein family reunion takes place, like sa immediate family, like sa mom and dad, and then yung mga asa-asawa. And what I posted was, you can't choose your relatives. Thank God you can choose your friends. So what do I mean about it? At the end of the day, napili naman natin yung tamang partner, kaya lang kung ano man yung baggage ng husband mo, like kung ano man yung relatives niya, hindi natin mapipili yon. So it would be important to really understand how you can connect and really have a peaceful relationship with your in-laws.
Yeah, and it's very important that you're able to balance the needs of each other and obviously the needs of your in-laws. Kasi kahit sabihin mo na kayo na yung mag-asawa, dapat hindi na nakikialam yung in-laws mo, your parents mo. Still, they are still there to guide you as parents. Pero yun nga, dapat you need to be able to create a harmonious relationship with each other and your in-laws. So today we will talk about five things that you can work on, you can start working on for you to deal with your in-laws. The first one is show a solid front with your spouse. Ano pong ibig sabihin na to? Nito, work with your spouse. Make sure na at the end of the day, as a family, kayo pa rin naman yung magtutulungan. If there are differences or if there are situations na medyo hindi naging maganda yung conversations or baka may mga sinasabi yung in-laws mo about their experience with you or nakikita nila, at least the two of you should need dapat magkakampi pa rin kayo kahit anong mangyari. Dapat hindi kayo nag-iiwanan.
Or kunwari, may sinabi yung in-laws mo na it got you offended, but so syempre na-hurt ka. Your tendency would be to react. Kaya lang, it would be best siguro if you just keep quiet about it and talk to your husband. Then your husband should be the one to tell the in-laws, or vice versa. Kunwari, may nasabi din yung side ng family ko against sa kanya, siya na lang din ang magsasabi sa akin, and I will be the one to communicate with my family na my partner got offended para mas clear. At least, wag yung or if ever naman dumating sa scenario na kunwari magkasama kayo, tapos nag-react yung in-law na negative sa'yo, dapat yung husband should not just keep quiet. Kailangan niya ding the wife should not keep quiet. Kailangan mo ding parang i-defend yung partner mo kahit nakikita mong mali. And then, pag yung dalawa na lang, you talk about it and say na mali naman talaga ikaw. Pero syempre, so para naman ramdam ng asawa mo or ng partner mo na kayo pa din at then ang magkakampi.
Yeah. And yun yung the second point is set and enforce boundaries. Dapat you need to be very clear of the boundaries that you have. Set the limits. Hanggang saan ba yung limitations ng certain situation, and understand your family values is very important. We're gonna have a class about relationships this June, Coach Tin, and we're gonna talk about how you need to create values in a relationship. Kasi it's importante kung ano dapat yung values ng individuals and values sa family. Kasi kung hindi siya set yung clear ng boundaries na, ang priority natin dapat tayong dalawa, and we need to be able to agree on that kahit anong mangyari. And if there are situations, sabi nga ni Coach Tin kanina, na kasalanan na natin, we acknowledge. And we do something about it to make it a better experience for it. So dapat you need to be clear on hanggang saan yung mga boundaries yun.
Remember that each of you came from different families. So you each have your own set of values na nakuha nyo sa bawat families. But at the end of the day, when you start building the family, pumipili tayo ng values na nakita natin maganda at yun ang ini-enforce sa family. Hindi pwede na lahat ng nakita mo or kinalakihan mo, i-enforce mo sa family. Same as him. Hindi niya din pwedeng lahat ng values na natutunan niya sa family niya, i-enforce niya sa amin. Kasi nga, we are two different individuals and we are creating our own unique set of values. So, kailangan namin pag-usapan and compromise kung aling values lang ang kukunin namin and then we create our own. Kasi nga, family na namin yun.
Yes, hindi na individuals yun or yung original na family mo. So the next one is communicate to resolve conflicts. Ito po yung nakukulang ngayon is communication of the feelings and emotions by individuals. We have experiences before na hindi kami nagiging open sa mga hurts, sa mga certain actions na nagawa namin. And that's something that right now we're working towards being really open about it. Pag medyo masakit yung nasabi nung in-laws mo, sinishare na. So pinag-uusapan namin. And with that, at least, we see the conversations on a different perspective. Minsan kasi may mga situations na parang nakakasakit na, di ba? Pag may mga ganun situations, siniisip namin, okay, paano kung ganun tayo? Paano kung yung mga anak natin ganun din? So, very clear yun sa amin. And then it changes the perspective na, okay, sige, ito pala yung kailangan namin gawin para ma-express namin siya on a positive perspective. And the fourth one is set realistic expectations. Okay, ano ba yung mga expectations nyo sa isa't isa? Like, sa amin, ang expectation namin, sabi na namin kanina, na if whatever happens, kami dapat, we need to support each other. Tapos ano yung expectations ng parents, ng in-laws sa amin, or sa akin, ano ba, yung in-laws ko, or si Coach Tin, yung sa akin din, sa parents ko, ano yung expectation? Para clear lang na yun yung boundaries. Na ito lang yung kaya. Kasi kung hindi set yung goal na yun, magkakaproblema talaga. Kasi kulang sa communication.
Lalo na pagkasama nyo ang in-laws sa bahay.
Yes.
Most common is, usually yung babae, yung sumasama sa guy. So, ang kapisan mo ay in-laws mo since sa side ka ng husband. Meron ding scenarios na yung husband naman ang pumupunta sa side ng wife at kasama yung in-laws. So, it's a different thing pag ang babae ang nasa side ng in-laws. Kasi nga, di ba more common yung hindi talaga magkasundo ang in-laws na ang manugang na babae. In my case, I'm thankful that his mom is really mabait, magkasundo ka, supportive. Na there are times na parang magdadala kami, may differences kami. Pero the what I can brag about it is whenever she says something that I get offended, I keep quiet. And then I will tell him about it and say na parang hindi ata okay yung pagkakasabi sa akin ng mom mo. Can you do something about it? Tapos I would explain my side kung ba't ganon. Pero pag sa tingin ko naman, minsan kasi madali lang kasing magalit pag may sinabi, magre-react ka na. So, pinap-rule mo na yung emotions. Minsan kasi, maybe, tingnan mo din kasi kung baka naman kaya siya nag-react ng ganun is because may nakita siyang mali and she was just pointing it out. But remember kasi may differences tayo. Like, his mom was in the generation na talagang dapat ganito, dapat ganyan.
Dapat ganito mangyari, ganyan.
Ako naman, nasa generation na naabutan ko na yung in-between ng baby boomers and yung millennials na hindi na malayo yung parang mas open ka na and iba na yung process mo pagdating sa family or mas open ka, mas madali lang yung, okay lang yan, ganito, ganyan. So, dapat marunong ka ding umintindi. And if you get offended, keep quiet, think about it, and then if it's really not okay with you, tell your partner about it. And dun mo sabihin na medyo na-offend ako and can you say something about it to your mom?
Yeah.
Tapos, pag talagang medyo malaki na yung issue, I usually talk to his mom. Pero,
Meeting.
hindi, nagme-meeting kami. As a family, bigla kami nagpapatawag ng meeting.
Emergency niya, hindi naman emergency meeting.
parang nagme-meeting kami.
Nag-meeting kami, pinag-uusapan yan. Tapos, yung fifth item na i-share namin is keep your cool. Pag mga ganong situations na nag-usap, na keep your cool. At the end of the day kasi, yung difference on how you communicate, sometimes parang, galit ka ba? Sinasabi mo ba sa akin? Or the way I communicated, minsan ba parang walang respeto? But it's really just the differences on how you communicate
It's actually
things.
the tone of your voice.
Yan, yung tone.
Sometimes what we love to do is to, ano nga ba yan?
Pataas yung boses.
We reply or
We listen to respond.
we listen to respond instead of
Listening to understand.
we listen to understand. Yun yung pinaka-importante doon.
Yeah. So it's very important pag mga ganung situations na you're having the conversation, keep your cool, lower your pride and ego. At wag ka tayong maging arrogante. Again, you're there to strengthen the relationship.
So at the end of the day, baliktarin man natin ang mundo, parents niya, hindi niya mapapalitan. Same as parents ko,
Yes.
at hindi ko din mapipili. No matter what we do, sila talaga yung kasama ko dahil sa kanila ako ibinigay. Same as sa kanya din siya binigay. Usually, and most often, parents would really, kahit may asawa ka na, ang ano pa din nila is yung kapakanan ng anak nila at ng pamilya ng anak nila. So, they always mean good. It's just that sometimes we take it too much na parang you get hurt because na-call out yung attention.
Yeah. And remember, eventually we will get old as well. We will be in a similar situation as we are in right now. So let's be considerate about their feelings and our feelings as well, and we communicate that properly. Anything else, Coach Tin?
So if you have any additional questions na hindi namin na-reply or hindi namin na-address on this talk, feel free to send us a message and maybe we can do another series regarding in-laws or whatever topic that you want, and so that we can help you out with whatever worries you have.
Yeah. And again, we do this every Monday, 12 noon. So stay tuned for future episodes. If you want to talk about other stuff as well, let us know. And we'll see you again next week. Bye!
Bye-bye!